All right, that's the good. How about the bad? What are some of the key challenges that are facing the underwriting, vertical or industry today? What's hard right now?
Couple, you get back on the flip side, we have a people issue in the insurance industry because we don't have enough. We have
Okay.
a very, there's a very, we missed out in about the 30 to 45 year range. We're well below where we need to be because as people my age, and I'll say just something above that 45, I won't say exactly how old, but something above that, there's going to be a lot of baby boomers that retire.
Yeah.
And, I'm the last year of the baby boom. I was born the last year of the baby boom. So, 10 years from now, I'm going to need somebody to take my place. And these people are going to be 20 years younger than me
Yeah.
because of the that gap in the insurance space. So, um, what one of the things that I've focused on over the years is training, and not only training my own folks, but also, as we mentioned in our intro call, I work with different colleges to
Yeah.
help them have their people find jobs, as well as go in there and teach some courses that are kind of outside of the box for most of their instructors. I'm the chairman of the board of a group called the Houston Marine Energy Insurance Conference, and that group puts on a yearly conference in September or October where we focus on issues in the industry. But the biggest thing that we do is we bring in students from 8 different colleges to get them introduced to folks that are in the industry, as well as give them a chance to hear about what's going on in the industry. And we had over 500 or just about 500 people at the conference back in October, and
Wow.
we've just finalized all of our donations to the schools. We give school scholarships. We'll be giving away about $120,000 this year from the
Oh,
money that we made from the conference.
wow. So it sounds like you're having pretty good success trying to rebuild this pipeline.
Yeah, well, the there's about, I don't know, I think the number is somewhere up around 100,000 short people in the
Wow.
industry by 2025 or 2027. So it's going to take a while, and it's going to take a lot of work to make it happen. But the great thing is I tell the young folks is, you're going to have an accelerated career because you're going to have to
Yeah.
step into higher positions than you would typically at your age, because of the lack of people that are older than you or more experienced than you.
That's a pretty exciting pitch,
I
honestly.
would think it'd be very exciting, and I'm not sure where you fall in the spectrum, but there are a lot of millennials, that want to be the vice president when they walk in the door. I know you're a vice president, so I mean, I tell them is that that's something you earn, and
Yeah.
you got to spend some time. You probably spend less time than I did to get that title, but you have to spend enough time in there to know the business, and you don't want to get ahead of your skill set, because if you get ahead of your skill set, you're gonna flounder, and it,
Yeah.
it could cause you to have some issues with your career going forward.
Yeah. That's good advice. And I am technically a millennial, although I identify as greatest generation, I'll say.
There you go. My son is also a millennial, so that's
Yeah.
I understand it.
Yeah. Very good. It's interesting. I was in academia up until about 10 years ago. And back then, all of the granting agencies were like, we need more people in STEM. And I don't think they were thinking of underwriting, but of course, to be a good underwriter, I assume you have to have a good command of, mathematical
Cer-
principles and
Certainly math.
logical.
Yeah, certainly math. You got to be able to think logically, and that STEM really drives you in engineering too, and that's where your risk engineering group comes
Yeah.
in. A lot of the lines that I work in need people with some technical knowledge of the actual industry.
Yeah. So I love it when folks like yourself give back to academia because academics, they're not an industry, right? And so taking that industry
Now,
knowledge
some
back,
people would say that's not true anymore, but
it's
I
changing. Yeah.
there are certain colleges that seem like they're on an industry focus, but yeah, no, I think that you got to pay it forward. We had,
Yeah.
I still remember professors from college that didn't put me down this path specifically, but they taught me how to learn, and then they gave me the tools to be successful wherever I went.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, pay it forward. I love it. Even in specialty insurance, you got to pay it
That's
forward.
absolutely paid
Yeah.
forward.
No, that's cool.